ticket.
Yeah, it's a bus
It's a
ticket.
bus ticket.
Literally a bus
Game
ticket.
ketiga.
Because again, just you know,
Echo per
general reminder to everybody:
General reminder.
Philippines and 5 hosts. All right.
That is
So
correct.
whoever wins in this game will book the bus ticket
Yeah, that's why these.
to here, to here, my here.
That's why we understand why these teams are passionate, really passionate to win this game. Even RSG, even Onyx, even Omega, they really want this because we're gonna have M5 in the Philippines.
All right, looking at the emblems, it's a classic Beatrix with the Thrift, Tier 1 talent, Assassin emblem, but interestingly, Yawi with a full set of tank alongside his blessing provides mobility in the river, but Yawi not gonna able to connect onto Renegade.
Very interesting choices here being done, obviously by Yawi here. And I think he's very much aware that if you grab this last pick, you know you're down. You know you're at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
So he's just making sure that, you know what, everything has to go according to plan. So I have a lot of faith in Tic Tac, a lot of faith in Trevor, that they're not gonna do this out of the blue.
Yeah, I understand, but you have to be concerned, right? You have to be curious as well with why they picked up the Kufra against the Paramis. Like Minotaur has been really popular versus this hero. I mean, like other set heroes are also available, like the Grok, but they opted to go with the Kufra. It is rocking that firmness, however, so it is going to be able to sustain more in the early game, but he doesn't have that same level of mobility and sustain that other, other popular position 5 has.
That's
like,
true.
again, the Rafaela, the Minotaur, which are really, really good, supposedly good against the lineup of Blacklist International.
Now the very first turtle is here. Seems like Blacklist has a better grasp on this turtle. But Echo, they want to answer right back with a penalty zone coming in from Sanford. Now the Nether Realm is casted. It's going to be a retribution battle. Carl Beatty with a good pin down.
Very messy.
And first blood plus the turtle.
Wow, the chaos created by Sanford as well as Yawi really helped Echo there. And they get a very
First
crucial
blood.
first turtle and the first blood.
Okay, this is just classic Echo with Yawi. If they win one good team fight and one mini objective on the turtle, immediately heading straight towards the jungle area of the enemy. Really just controlling the reactions coming out from Blacklist International, which does free up the map for the side lanes and of course Carl TZ on the jungle.
Yeah, Carl TZ definitely looking like they are more poised here. And I've seen him on the Akai. He's more aggressive on the and I've seen him on the Akai. He's more aggressive on the Lord and Turtle Steals, and he's definitely more aggressive in positioning as well.
Especially since Yawi is in the picture with the Kufra. So we can expect Echo. This is going to be a different kind of flavor for them. Aggressive kind of Echo. The risk takers kind of Echo.
Yeah, the Echo Express, the House of Highlights. Speaking about highlights, that was a very good heavy spin by Carl TZ. Pinned 4 heroes from Blacklist International.
Yawi?
Although it was Blacklist's fault though.
Yeah, that is true. Not afraid at all because Blacklist, they grouped up a little too early and they maybe overestimated their damage.
Everyone was inside the turtle pit.
Exactly.
And Carl was like, okay.
Thank you, right? I would just say thank you in that situation and be done with.
Yeah, that's true.
40 seconds in, the second turtle will respawn. And now still, both teams, they really want to go for this objective. Yawi charging, he's not going to commit it.
Yeah.
Good decision for Echo.
And that's true. That's actually exactly what he should do. He just gotta keep it here. Gotta keep it close to the chest with his teammates. Don't jump in on your own. That's very crucial here. Yawi just should not get too excited as well.
Speaking of excited, Yawi commits onto Oheb. They're not.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Whoa.
That's a Bruno. That's a Bruno.
That's a Bruno.
That's a Bruno.
That's a Bruno. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's not a Yuzong, but it's a Bruno.
You also, another mistake a lot of teams do is they underestimate the Bruno as well.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you are able to take out the Bruno with mini pockets of damage, but
Yawi?
over time when it stacks, stack up,
Ooh,
he does so much
connecting
damage.
onto Edward. They commit the ultimate, but the Nether Realm is there. But look at Carl
spin!
with a pin down. Nope, he's gonna escape. The turtle will be reset. And now Echo, they don't have the luxury of Yawi's skills.
And the heavy spin.
Oh, you know what? Blacklist are battled and bruised, but they are going to be at least not giving away a death here.
Yeah.
It's Echo with turtle number 2.
Despite using the skills on the side of Echo, it is where you start seeing the confidence from Yawi on the Kufra. Even after that, they call for the turtle take. because Yawi still had the jump. He is going to be able to zone out that Fredrin, and Sensui knew it. He saw the Kufra charging up the jump, and that's why they backed off. Blacklist did not want to re-engage because Echo, they still have the firepower. Even though they don't have the crowd controls anymore, they have enough damage.
Whew. Now we are a little bit on the advantage for Echo. That's exactly where they want to be. It's not as much of an advantage as I thought they would be in. But so far, I think they can, if they keep this up, they should be pretty good. They're also waiting for that power spike from Benicuti's Beatrix after all.
Yawi with a conceal, now charging the Tide
Edwards
Prevent.
here.
Edward with the Bravest Fighter evades the potential death, but 3 members of Echo want to take down this turret. But still, Edward, he sensed it. He sensed that Yawi was there.
He sensed it, man, and he knew. And so far, Benicuti will still have the advantage in terms of pushing, but the gold is on the side of Oheb for some reason. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the Bruno was able to like freely farm up again because of the movement that Blacklist has been able to move off against Echo. They are sort of now controlling the the mid-game momentum, wherein they can now start playing aggressive versus Echo because they just have so much spiel for this Bruno while Echo is still waiting for the items on their side.
All right, so now Echo, they're waiting for it. They know they can take him, and now they're trying to push back. Blacklist are under the turret. Oheb very exposed here. Sanji has that Terrify.
Yawi! No, it's not going to connect. And now Echo, they have to retreat because their initiation is just wasted.
Yeah. The thing is, even if they land the jump from the Kufra, you have to keep in mind that there is another realm from Yue and also a Purify on Oheb. So this Bruno is going to be hard to catch. If you want to take out this Bruno, it has to be brute force damage coming out from Echo.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. With the penalty zone out, I feel like this should be the time for Blacklist to go, but Echo, their 5-man zone
Sanji.
here.
Sanji.
Oheb's very far away.
Eagle now wasted, but Oheb
Oh my
really
goodness.
farming and pushing in the top lane. This is the trade that Blacklist wants to get.
This
Again,
is a trade.
Referring to K2B, right? Just trade efficiently. If you're not taking Turtle, and if the Beatrix wants to combo up with the Kufra, punish the opposite side of the map, and that is what Oheb did. He took out the tower, got some gold, even though they lose out on the last mini objective of the game, which is the Turtle. You're still pulling out ahead in terms of farm in the marksman department, and it's crucial because Blacklist International, majority of their damage output in their upcoming spike is in the Bruno.
Yeah, the maximum amount of gold that you can actually get for the Bruno is here, and that's actually super crucial now. So Blacklist, they got something. They're giving away every turtle so far, but the gold is in the right hands.
I love the fact that there's no dominance ice on the side of Blacklist International. Like, they don't need it. They just need to buy the blade armor, make the life of the Beatrix a living hell.
Yawi.
Now he's looking at it. He's waiting for it. Sanji's actually very close too. So his Terrify, comboed with the Kufra, can actually take down anyone. So also, Echo, they're threatening, but they're not pulling the trigger.
Still, despite the addition of Yawi, they're a loose cannon, they're really aggressive, but still the discipline is there for the Orcas. I mean, it's match point for Blacklist, so it's a good sign that they're taking risks, but they are calculated risks.
Yep,
That's true.
Talk about ecosystem, right? You are playing instead of Blueprint, where you start playing with your timings, and Echo, they know that their timings are upcoming with the Blade of Despair of the Beatrix, from the Beatrix, but Blacklist International, it's also the same. Like, both of them are gonna hit their timings in a bit, but everything that matters is, again, Blacklist International just has a lot of ways of dealing, in terms of dealing with the Kufra.
That's right. So now, the Kufra. Have we actually seen the payoff yet so far for the Kufra? We haven't, right? I feel like it's always singular picks. And I think I'm starting to make sense with that Minotaur pick you were talking about, Midnight.
Yeah, Echo just has one kill, and that was a kill where, that was a kill from a turtle fight before, wherein Carl D was able to land four-man heavy spin.
Yeah,
but that was about it.
That's basically it. So we're looking for some stonks, some return of investment here so far. And I would say Echo, they're getting small stuff, but they need to take that win. They need to take that win of a team fight. And Blacklist right now are pushing it in.
We need a Giga Chad moment from Yawi.
Giga Chad moment.
Giga Chad moment from Yawi is expected. Now Tyrant's Revenge is there.
Renegade!
Renegade, but the Netherrealm will be casted as well. Oh, look at Benicuti's takes down Renegade. Now Carl Teasy pins down Sensui. But Sensui
missed
getting the damage now. Edward's going right after the backline. Oh, Oheb is now. That's 2 members down from Blacklist.
3v5.
Echo, 5 members
Sanford's still alive.
Sanford is still but Edward is no longer in the picture. Yue flickers out, and Echo will secure an uncontested Lord.
Oh my
We were
goodness.
asking for the payoff. It is right here, folks.
Oh!
Seeing the effect, the maximum effect of the crowd control based lineup that Echo has.
Echo system, by the way. Yawi with a jump in. Renegade dash in front of that bush. He was attempting to block the jump from Yawi, but after that, even though the Netherrealm was used, the timing from Bandicuty with the Bennett's Rage, he was able to take out the targets under the Netherrealm.
Sorry, Yaoi's performing exceptional with a good pick up onto Renegade, but the thing is, that's not even his best hero. As
Right.
we've seen Cho, he was actually top global Cho during MPL Philippines Season 12.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing here, because obviously Blacklist, they can't ignore the healing and the shielding meta of the
Yep.
supports right now, but they always have that in their
Oh,
pocket.
Yawi.
Yaoi right there! And it's gonna go on to Oheb, but Oheb
Purify.
successfully evades it. The Purify was there, Netherrealm as well, and now Carl TZ wants to pin down Sensui, but that's gonna be too much for Echo. The tower is still there, Sanford has penalty zone out, but the Fraser Strap will actually catch him, and now Sanford will go down, but look at the response coming in from Yaoi.
Oh!
Well, double kills coming in.
Triple!
The Filipino sniper! Oheb gets a triple kill!
He's sniping with balls, ladies and gents. These balls, these long-range balls of death coming in from Oheb.
Definitely furious balls coming out from the Bruno right now. Blacklist International, again, just has a lot of ways to deal with the Kufra. The Purify from Oheb restarted that fight for Blacklist, and the Netherrealm follow-up from Yue, as well as the catch. This time around, Sanford didn't have the flicker to catch the Bruno off guard. That's why Oheb was just able to freely hit from the backside.
Echo definitely still at an advantage still, and especially in terms of gold. But Blacklist finally are able to walk out on the map.
Yep, no backline access for Echo that time around, and Oheb was just really good in terms of positioning this hero. Now he does have that Malefic Roar, which is going to be scary for Echo to deal with, even though you do have the damage, you do have the jump. If you don't get the jumps, like if you don't execute well for Echo, Blacklist is going to punish, but that is a big question. If you're Blacklist, you should not be confident in proposing that question to Echo, because again, this is the house of highlights.
With a lineup like this, though, you also put a lot of effort, a lot of weight onto the shoulders of Oheb.
Yep.
He has to be super crucial. He has to be super precise.
Perfect
in his
positioning.
positioning each and every time. And if he messes up one time, the Echo Express,
Yep.
they're gonna overrun.
Oh, Carl? Okay, going back to the thought of Oheb positioning perfectly, he did mess up one time where he used the dash, and Sanford was just, okay, you don't have dash, you don't have flicker, I'ma just jump in, alright?
Yeah, exactly.
I'ma kill you. So they do have to, keep this Terizla in check for Blacklist International. Always look for where this Terizla is coming from. Where is Sanford, especially during this next Lord fight?
You know, actually, apart from that, Echo also has to watch out for being too over-aggressive. They
Watch
have
out.
a 3k lead and they have the Kufra, so it's very tempting, specifically for Yaoi to go for those engages, despite there's going to be a
Yaoi,
tower or
Yaoi, Yaoi,
anything
Yaoi.
else, and now Yaoi, Sui with the taunt, so they
Nice
know,
taunt there.
we know where the members of Echo are.
Oh, look at this. It's a complete reversal of last game, where now the rest of the map is pushing up against Blacklist,
Yeah.
and it's Echo who are actually in the advantage.
Dude, this Wilderness Blessing from the Kufra is making such a big difference from Echo, because Yaoi is just now able to reset versus Blacklist. Like the punish, it's mitigated because the Kufra just runs very, very fast.
Sensui goes in with a double taunt. Now
no, penalty zone.
penalty zone onto Sensui.
Oh, this favors Blacklist.
Look at Blacklist. Edward with the bravest fighter.
Okay.
Expended, every single ultimate expended, as well as the circling
Renegade's
eagle.
going in. Renegade's going hot.
Renegade went in 20,000 HP for this Lord, as well as Sensui with a taunt. Oh, but look at that! Carl Stacey with the pin down, but Yue once again with a clutch Nether Realm. But Sachi as well had that Nether Realm. Both teams
No heavy spin. No heavy spin.
Sui as
dishing
well.
out every single ultimate, but who's gonna fall down first? It's Tyrant's Rage, but Sensui gets the Lord, and now Oheb gets the kill as well.
Edward!
But look at that! Echo answers right back with a 3-man down to take down Blacklist.
This is high-level MLBB at its finest, ladies and gents.
You do not ask a return of investment from Yaoi, because he will return more.
He is paying out dividends right now.
Yeah, with the Tyrant's Rage Flicker combination out of nowhere. That's like Randy Orton with out of nowhere. RKO.
Absolutely, that is
Wow.
correctamundo. And it's when you least expect it. It's right after everything already happened.
And not just that, the connection, the synergy from Echo right after that, penalty zone came into play for Echo. This is the thing that we need to Blacklist needs to worry about against Echo. They are going to be able to execute. If you think about the highlights that could happen, 100% it'll happen.
Yawi, the embodiment of the House of Highlights moniker.
Blacklist still standing tall. They're the aggressors right now as they take down the middle lane turret. And just like that, Blacklist might be able to even out score in game number 3.
Yeah, they basically neutralize on the Lord take. Blacklist are still going to be able to push it out.
Yeah. Macro still very, very big for Blacklist International. Even though Echo is leading by 2K, again, their main concern is that they need to take out this Bruno. If they don't, even the Beatrix does not have like enough firepower against the front liners of Blacklist International, especially with the reset. Although Sanji does have the capability of just copying the Netherrealm, their main concern is that during these Lord fights, Carteezy will always be in front of Blacklist International, and he will be susceptible to be, to being picked off because of the presence of the pull from Yue and of course the damage output coming out from Oheb.
Now, we're seeing the reason why we were a bit questioning the Beatrix pick coming in. Your instincts were actually kicking in there, I think. Because the Beatrix is having a hard time actually reaching targets as well to clean up.
I mean, he does have like the sniper or the Renner to, sort of like add another layer of damage on the front lines for Echo, but you have to be really careful what guns you choose, because if Blacklist sees that you don't have the right mix of guns, they will just, execute. And in terms of team fighting, because Yue is rocking that, flicker, so Blacklist International can just engage in front of Echo.
Most of the time, Yue's Netherrealms always cast at one point. That's why Oheb, despite the aggression of Yawi, only has 2 deaths.
That's a crazy stat line, by the way.
That is crazy. Yeah,
that's a crazy stat
total
line.
heals.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Fredden and Akai, the way that they heal up is just by constantly using their spells. Well, that's with Fredden. Akai is more of like second skill. So
as well as the helmet, the Guardian helmet.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They've been absorbing so much damage. The helmet just keeps regenerating.
It does count into it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really funny the way that happens.
Ooh. Third Lord for this game.
Gotta catch your breath, bro.
We have to catch our breath. It's a matter of time. These 2 teams can execute.
Oh, Sanford, picking up the rapid boots.
Oh, he wants to go fast. He
wants to be able to go to the opposite side of the lane much faster. And
Yawi, Sanji, look at the position.
Nice conceal.
Yawi wants to go right after Oheb. He's not going to go after Oheb. The knockoff coming in from the Lord. Edward zoning out Benny Cutie. 15,000 HP, but Benny Cutie flickers in. Forces Yue for the Netherrealm. Now Echo, they know that the Netherrealm is not there. That's why they want to go in for this Lord. Yawi charging in. Not going to connect onto Renegade.
Still have the Hurricane.
But still, look at Sensui with a double man taunt. And now Sanji going right after Oheb, and Carteezy remains the king of the jungle and takes down Lord.
Oheb's here. Oheb's here.
They want to fight.
Sanji will fall down in the hands of Oheb, but Echo has the Lord. What will Blacklist do right now?
Well, basically the same scenario as we saw earlier. Blacklist, they take the Lord, but they can't really make a push. I think that's exactly what's happening here.
Blacklist! No heavy spin!
No heavy spin!
No penalties! Alright, okay. Yawi's there. Yawi's there.
Yawi's there. Yawi's there.
Yawi's back on the field. Lord
and they
as
have
well.
the Lord.
Yeah.
Good backup coming in for Echo.
Oh, look at the damage coming out from Moheb. 1.5k.
I love that right now, but I also
1.5K.
love that we also see Benny Cutie being very, very aggressive here.
Yep.
You saw that flicker in, right?
Yeah, he attempted to sort of like put pressure onto Blacklist International, and Blacklist, they gave up. Yeah. They were like, okay, let's back off, and Echo after that just control the Lord area. Sensui, he did have the right angle, but unfortunately the Lord's HP was still very, very high at that point, and Carteezy was able to insert a retribution damage to secure the objective here for Echo.
Blacklist decided to clear this Lord early.
Testing it out. Edward, as usual, on the side, looking for a way in. Carteezy has the heavy spin.
Yawi.
He can use it if he wants to.
Oh, and now the Lord has been burst by
ouch.
Black. Look at the damage coming in from Sensui. Successful defense for the agent.
We're gonna have to answer this out. Edward, the
bottom lane
there on the bottom lane inhibitor turret. That's a big opening here. Activated by Echo.
Yeah, again, Echo committing all the things that they need, the ecosystem, playing it to the blueprint, down to the smallest detail that they can do. They are following that plan, and they are making Blacklist bleed 20 minutes in, even though the late game is also favorable for Blacklist with two scaling heroes. There is that factor of Echo, you know, just having a lot of the kits to force out the Netherrealm, the penalty zone, the heavy spin, the stolen Netherrealm, and of course Yawi forcing out the ult himself.
And apart from that, the minion push that Echo had, taking down an inhibitor turret, this opens up a lot of opportunities for Echo to go for the Lord or even go for the signature Benny Cutie split push.
Yeah. Now Blacklist are on the cusps here as well of just defending, as we do see Renegade having a hard time finding targets with the guy, certain eagle.
Yawi charging.
Go in
commit.
here since Sui is going to be the bait. Renegade, that's two people on the side.
Oh, but finds OHEB. OHEB in the Purify as well as another realm, but caught TD all the way from the back line, trying to pin down 3 members of Blacklist, and Echo as well has their own nether realm. Benacuti continuing to free hit, still alive. Renegade OHEB is now down, as well as and the Bloodborne, and the Bloodborne down for Blacklist, and Echo still standing tall with 5 members.
Oh, what happened in the turtle fight happened again. Another heavy spin from Carl Teasy controlling the entirety of Blacklist International.
Heavy spin out of nowhere.
The debut game of Yawi is looking good for the Orcas, looking to end a game number 3 as they take down Yue. Benacuti went in for the tower lock, and Echo is still alive.